to see you. It wouldn't do me any good dragging up the past to talk about things you misunderstood. Cause I'm not. But if you want me to stay, you left it far too late. Cause I'm gone. It feels like I barely knew you. Did you ever know me at all? When all the things you promised me drift away like a waterfall. And if you're going away, try not to say goodbye. I'm not. But if you want me to stay, you left it far too late. Cause I'm gone. And one day I'll call you and you'll answer your phone. You'll see that you never really wanted to be alone. If one day I call you, will you answer your phone? So I'll keep a memory of you like a picture in a locket. Sitting, thinking of you, wishing you were mine.
What's been happening since in the last 10 11 months?
Working with different people. I've been working with loads of different people really, because I think I do it by myself, but then it seems to make more sense when other people are doing it with me. I've got my friend Dean who plays guitar with me on some songs, and then I've got my friend Chris who writes other songs with me, and I've got my friend Dan who plays drums at certain gigs. And I think it gives me a lot more inspiration to write other songs, because being in a band before I got so used to that, relying on other people. But yeah, I'd loads going on. Did a support show for Amy Starr, who had a couple of top 10 singles back in like 2004, which was brilliant, because me and my friend Rob, like when we was growing up, we used to listen to her all the time, and she was like a big inspiration. And then all of a sudden I got someone saying, do you want to support her? And I was like, wow. So yeah, that was one of the best things that happened. That was January earlier this year, and that was at the Hoxton Underbelly. That was a brilliant venue, and the same people do shows for a venue called the Monto Water Rats in King's Cross, and they've had people like Katy Perry, Jason Mraz, like all like gracing the stage like not so long back. So yeah, it was an honour.
Because that's one of the key things for local artists is get yourself out of Basildon on the train into London, isn't it? And so you really feel you're branching out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love playing local gigs just because the people around here and they all know your music and stuff like that. But there's nothing better than going to a London venue and playing to people who actually want to listen. And a lot of the time, especially in acoustic venues, there's a venue called the Hideaway in Islington, and I played there, and you can hear a pin drop when everyone plays, and it's just beautiful, beautiful place to play.
The two numbers that bookend this interview are new numbers?
Yeah, especially the one, the upbeat one that I did with Dean. That was literally wrote a couple of weeks ago. But I'm definitely trying to add different aspects to my music now, because before, my biggest inspirations are people like Damien Rice, James Morrison, Paolo Nutini, Glenn Hansard, so all mellow acoustic music, and I needed some. All of my previous songs were about heartbreak, breakups, and the last thing I wanted to do was write another breakup song, and I just got getting so bored of it. And we've written so many new ones, one called Lemonade, which is about summer and growing up and having a good time, and this one's just about changing and meeting new people and stuff. So.
Do you listen to your stuff though and say, God, I wonder what this will sound like in a really good studio?
Yeah.
How far away are you from that?
Yeah, not far at all. I mean, luckily enough, I've been recording all over the place in different studios, but it's not long now till we'll be hitting bigger studios in London and recording some decent stuff, because the sound, especially some upbeat songs like that with drums and bass and keyboards, just sounds insane. But then you've got the songs with piano, which you just want to keep stripped back, why add other instruments when they sound. Just me, yeah, maybe that's just me.